Now, Alibaba writes a $600 million check to Washington, and it's not just for a securities violation, but for drugs. The U.S. Department of Justice has said that the Alibaba.com and AliExpress have failed for 8 straight years from 2016 to 2024 to stop merchants from selling illegal pharmaceutical controlled substances, regulated chemicals and pill press equipment into the United States. Nearly about 80,000 transactions and over $200 million in merchandise value. The allegations have come after more than 40 undercover buys by federal agents before the hammer came down. Now, Alibaba isn't fighting this. The Chinese tech giant signed a non-prosecution agreement, accepted responsibility and also agreed to 3 years of independent compliance monitoring. And so did its U.S. payments partner, Oz Merchant Services, a unit of Ant Group, which admitted its anti-money laundering systems missed the red flags too. Now, the market map that is $600 million against $130 billion in annual revenue, and still Alibaba's stock isn't the story here. But it is politics. The settlement lands while Alibaba is already fighting the Pentagon in court. To get off Washington's list of Chinese-linked military-linked companies, the settlement also comes on the heels of Anthropic, accusing Alibaba of running a massive scheme, tens of thousands of fake accounts to extract capabilities from its Claude AI model. Now, add a federal drug trafficking admission and the pattern is almost unmistakable. The Chinese tech platforms are under coordinated, multi-frontal pressure in Washington, and not just from one regulator, but from trade, defense and law enforcement all at once. And this settlement isn't really about Alibaba alone. Now, regulators explicitly wanted to set the template for Temu and Shein, now both under similar scrutiny for third-party seller. Now, the message from the DOJ is fairly simple. If you run the marketplace, then you own what's sold on it. For Chinese e-commerce giants chasing American consumers, that compliance bar has just gone permanently higher. The Alibaba settlement also highlights a global regulatory crackdown of cross-border e-commerce drug sales. Worldwide regulations strictly mandate that platforms enforce compliance, track supply chains and also verify prescriptions. The EU directive on falsified medicines require all online pharmacies to display a common verifiable EU logo. Many countries like Brazil mandate that e-commerce pharmacies must register with national health authorities and use approved suppliers only. Now, China enforces extremely strict limits on online medical platforms. India is currently overhauling its framework for online pharmacies, while the online sale of drugs previously operated in a legal grey zone governed by overlapping acts like the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. The regulatory landscape is just shifting towards a much more stricter monitoring.